Okay, so what are your thoughts on defunding higher education?
My thoughts on defunding higher education. I feel like it's a mutual thing, just because I feel like some students need it more than others for sure, like scholarships and things like that. So I think it will affect students attending colleges or universities more than other students. For instance, athletes are all scholarship based, I guess. So like some of them get like full rides and things like that, but other students don't even get scholarships or just rely on scholarships based on the state, I guess. So if defunding, like, I guess, higher education occurs, those students may not get the opportunity for higher education. So
If it were to happen, how would it affect tuition?
How I said, I don't think tuition would get increased. Perhaps it could actually get increased, just because some of that, I guess, funding from the government does like pay off some of the things for the school. But if they're not getting that income anymore, then they need to find out how they're going to get that missing income somehow, and that most likely would raise tuition. And if tuition does raise, then it just depends on how much, for instance, but that could affect like the number of students that are coming to college as well, just because it'd be higher price as well at that point.
Mm-hmm. And you already talked a little bit about scholarships. Would there be less scholarships for students?
I'd say so, yeah, just because some of the scholarships do come from the government itself, I'd say. And so if we're not getting that high amount anymore and we're getting a lower amount, I'd say that there wouldn't be as many scholarships coming through or scholarships awarded, just because there's less funding. And so I'd say that some students rely on scholarships, and so without that, I guess, scholarship getting awarded to them, or that same amount or higher amount, is going to leave students in a struggle, I guess, or in a weird situation on where they're going to get that extra funding from to pay tuition.
Yeah. So, do you think it would affect teachers' pay?
If I'm being completely honest, I'm not sure if it would affect teachers' pay. I'm not sure how, I guess, the government funding comes into play with teachers' pay. So I have no idea on that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. And then last question, how do you think it would affect the students?
It would affect the students by, how I'm saying, like, if they don't get scholarships, or if tuition raises, then they're gonna have to pay more in tuition, and some people work, I guess, like pay all out of pocket for tuition, and so that may leave some students working more hours, where it leaves them, I guess, less hours to study and do things for school. And so I feel like maybe grades could be lowered, I guess, in their behalf, or the like attendance rate for like events would be lower as well, just because they're trying to work and make up that difference of income for tuition and things like that, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. All right, well, that's all of our questions for you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.